The law of one maintains that we all come from oneness, and that we will all return to oneness. That we descend into a fractured consciousness. We enter into a world of polarities, where everything has a polarity. If there is night, there is dark. If there is hot, there is cold. Everything exists in twos. Everything. But the only way we can reunite the polarities is by recognizing within ourselves and growing and expanding to the idea that we live in a world of many, of variation, but when we reconnect the circuitry of experiencing the world as many and instead recognize it as all, the difference between a perception of many and a perception of all is that all is a singular plural. It is again unity. It is again oneness. All the masters that have imparted spiritual wisdom have imparted the keys to recognizing within yourself the divinity that you will recognize in all that you grace. Love thy brother as you love thyself. For as you reclaim the divinity within, you shall recognize that same song in a different key in all that you witness. The idea here is that the song of truth that you carry is indelible and forever. And that chord continues to play throughout all of existence. It plays in the past, it plays in the present, it plays in the future. That chord of truth that is called you is also called God. It's also called the divine. It's the divine played through a curtain, through a veil. It changes the chord a bit to allow it to have its unique expression. The idea here is that through the alignment of oneness, through wrapping all the divergent streams in your existence into a single narrative of actualizing unity, through bringing the many back into an expression of all, you will begin to resonate, to activate an expression of all that you are with all of eternity that has been there all along. And the individual in this moment where they have an event horizon within, where suddenly the sun of their own ego is eclipsed by the magnificence of all that they are through all of expression. As they experience the entire world as a reflection of who they are, in that event horizon they will get into greater contact with their higher self. And when I say your higher self, I express clearly it is you in all your future expressions for all of eternity. And all of those experiences combined. And it is a collective voice, but it is singular because it is all. And individuals that get into this space will awaken and say, I saw God. They will say, I saw Jesus. They will say, I saw Yahweh. They will say, I saw Vishnu. They will say they saw whatever deity it is. that they have culturally been indoctrinated into, they will say, I saw it. But what the religious organizations today will perpetuate is that God is outside of you. And what every spiritual master who has planted the seeds that has led to a religion has taught is that the divinity and the kingdom lies within. And when you witness that divinity, I am here to proclaim, I am here to testify that that divinity is you. The one who answers your prayers is you. The one who's there when you're helpless and abandoned is you. To the degree that you open the door in aligned oneness and you allow yourself to venture back and bring forth its wisdom, for it has walked in your steps and it has traversed the journey already. And it knows from a bird's eye view where you've been and where you're headed, and it knows your language, and it knows your music, and it knows your likes, and it knows your iconography and your archetypes, and it knows how to express itself to you in ways that only you know. And you will come and you will awaken with a shudder and say, I'm all that. I am that much. How much weight is on my shoulders, for I am that. And what you will awaken to discover is that you are not alone. For each and every one of you is an expression of your higher self. Each and every one of you exists for all eternity in the light of all. Each and every one of you is a conduit and connection, a vortex that can be activated to reach the expanded music of a harmonic future where your song resides within the eternal. And activate that space and that music and begin to dance to that music here in your now. So this world does not need to learn from strife and struggle and strain. So this world can learn the gift of intimacy, the power of love, the oneness of all. We do not need to be spiraling around from polarities, one to the other. For if you look throughout all creation, you will see that all in creation are vibrating in a Fibonacci sequence. Fibonacci sequence means 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8. And it continues where each number adds up with the previous number. That is the geometry and the sequence of all of creation. You will see galaxies are formed in that way. You will see flowers that are growing in this fashion. And on a microscopic level, you will see all of creation vibrating in that formation. From the torque, from the spin, for we are all in spin. We're in constant motion. And we are all being spun on polarities. For if there is light, there is dark. And if there is good, there is evil. Well, I am here to tell you, there is no good and there is no evil. There is light and there is void. There is light and there is the restraining of self so we can have enough freedom to choose what to place in that vacuum, so that when you make a choice to love, your love is real. Your love is poignant. You came into this world like they are in the celestial tears, knowing and resonating in the love that they are. What would your love be? How poignant would your love be? What kind of passion does your love exhibit? Your love is real because you have a myriad of choices. You are not growing up in a town with two people and you have to choose to love one the rest of your life. There is infinite variety at play in this world. And when you choose a passion and you choose a love that's in alignment with all that you are, that is ecstasy. That is intimacy. That is true love. We are here to blend the polarities. We are here to turn many into all. We are here to orchestrate a symphony. And a symphony requires different instruments and different chords. And sometimes the chords are darker because that helps build the crescendo, the contrast. We are here to create that harmony. And the way we do it is by recalibrating the world within. For each individual is a sun. A sun connected to a higher sun. And it matters not what you call that higher central sun. You could call it Tiferet, you could call it Trinity, you could call it what the Mayans wish to call it. It matters not. What matters only is that you're all from a space, a harmonic space. That's why you react so well to harmony. You're from a space that's harmonic, where there is unity. And your job is to activate a space within your heart to open up a portal of expression, a vortex that can pull down the music above. So as you clearly hear the vibration and the rhythm of that music will set you free. It will free you from what owns you. You will become sovereign, and you will make sovereign choices, and you will respect the sovereignty of each part of God that comes before your eyes. You will not have to grasp. You will not have to dominate and plot and be clever. For you will be connected to the abundance that is in all. And you will be connected to the light of bountifulness that is in all creation.